News had not made it out until this week that Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez actually had a joint meeting with Turki Al-Sheikh, and the decision to make social media posts on different days was to terminate news about a brawl that happened in the presence of the Saudi boxing mogul. Crawford had been waiting patiently to see if Saudi boxing chief Turki Al-Sheikh could lure Alvarez into a lucrative deal to secure the clash, and it only made sense that all three met together. The aim of the meeting was to put aside the noise of the media and have a real discussion on what they all could do to make the fight happen. Canelo Alvarez was a little difficult and unrealistic with his prices, which frustrated Terence Crawford and got him into a brief war of words with Canelo Alvarez.
To be one of the biggest in boxing.
We're not talking about yet about the fight. Me and Turk know each other, and then we wanna see what happens.
As it was about to get out of hand, Turki Al-Sheikh intervened, and only after that did Canelo Alvarez bring his prices down and make an agreement possible. This was shortly before the pair attended the Ring Magazine Awards in London this weekend, and both held talks with the influential Al-Sheikh over a clash. Immediately, a report from renowned ESPN knockout journalist Julius Julianus suggested the pair have already reached an agreement.
Named you and Terence Crawford as one of the top 5 fights that he wants to see this year. Is that a fight that you're considering now?
We'll see. We'll see. Everything.
Claims that the pair are both set to meet in September in Las Vegas after the talks progressed quickly when overseen this weekend. Turki Al-Sheikh himself appeared to hint at exactly that, telling Ring Magazine, "The ring is the Bible of boxing, and we are close to seeing the white smoke on the horizon. 2025 will be a crazy year for boxing, and I mean it." Al-Sheikh had previously put talks on hold, having struggled to break an impasse with Canelo Alvarez on the potential fight. However, both fighters were seen posing with Al-Sheikh after talks, a sign that things had taken a step in the positive direction.
Possible. We'll see. We want to talk about it, sit down really well, and figure out something.
I know you thought he was kind of a lose-lose situation.
Possible. We'll see. We want to talk about it. Sit down really well and figure out something. I know you thought it was kind of a lose-lose situation. A showdown between the two gifted operators, Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, would be one of the most mouth-watering prospects in the sport. Currently, the highly anticipated clash continues to dominate boxing headlines. While the fight has yet to be officially confirmed, the prospect of these two pound-for-pound titans colliding in the ring has captivated fans worldwide. Canelo Alvarez last fought in September, successfully defending his unified super middleweight titles against Edgar Berlanga. Terence Crawford, meanwhile, recently moved up to 154 lb, defeating Israel Madrimov to claim the World Boxing Association Super Welterweight Championship.
There's loads of things going around at the moment, including a big clash with Canelo Alvarez. Can you tell us what's going on in that situation, and can that happen next?
The Boxing Association light middleweight champion Israel Madrimov last August, adding 154 lbs to the other 3 weight divisions in which he has captured world titles. Shortly after Crawford's triumph over Madrimov last summer, Canelo Alvarez made another successful defense of his World Boxing Council, World Boxing Association, and World Boxing Organization super middleweight titles, picking up another comprehensive win in a division he has dominated since 2021. Yesterday,
come my way and me and him get in the ring, then there'll be an electrifying fight, you know.
As both
fighters gear up for what could be the biggest fight of their respective careers, the 39-year-old two-weight undisputed champion has already spoken out and sent a message of warning. Canelo, speaking on social media, Crawford vowed to shock the world and claim victory over the Mexican superstar when they finally clash. Ima shock the world, watch, the best is yet to come. I had it in my back pocket this whole time.
It won't be like any other fight that he's fought recently, and it'd be a well
divisions ahead of facing the 34-year-old Mexican superstar. Canelo has enjoyed tremendous success during his campaign at super middleweight, defeating the likes of Gennady Golovkin, Caleb Plant, and Jermall Charlo. Despite the weight difference between the two fighters, the potential for this super fight remains a hot topic of discussion.
For both of us, I believe.
Any doubt in your mind that you beat him?
Of course I beat him. It ain't no doubt in my mind that I won't beat anybody that I step in the ring
Amir
with.
Khan, the only boxer to have faced both Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, offered his unique perspective. On this potential showdown, in an interview with BoxNation, Amir Khan, who fought Canelo at a catchweight of 155 lbs, acknowledged the significant weight advantage that Canelo would possess. "Canelo is a beast, man. I fought both of those guys, and I feel that size always wins. Having weight divisions, there's a purpose behind that," Khan explained. Terence Crawford is special, don't get me wrong, but then there's getting hit by a guy like Canelo, Khan added, referring to the strength and power of Canelo Alvarez, the World Boxing Council, WBC, World Boxing Association, WBA, and World Boxing Organization, WBO, super middleweight champion. Canelo Alvarez delivered a powerful punch during the second round of a title fight against Edgar Banga on September 14, 2024, at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada.
I like Crawford, and I think Canelo is a beast at that weight. Honestly, I would advise Crawford not to do that.
Suffered a sixth-round stoppage loss to Canelo Alvarez. Emphasized the physicality of facing the Mexican superstar. What a fight that would be, though. I'll root for my boy Terence Crawford and want him to win that fight. But it would be hard, Khan said. Does he need that fight? No, I don't think he does. He's done so well in his career and beaten everyone. He's untouchable, one of the best out there pound for pound. Khan acknowledged the potential financial reward of the fight, saying, "But if it's a big payday, I get why it would be made. Why take a risky fight for less money when he can take a seriously hard fight for serious money?" Despite the risks, Khan praised Crawford's skill, noting that he has the ability to compete at the highest level. However, Khan reiterated the potential dangers of such a matchup, adding, "We never want to see fighters..."
Canelo versus Jamel Charlo playing out.
I think Canelo just outboxes, well, no, doesn't outbox him, but I think just outpowers him and beats him to the punch, and you do.
Amid the growing speculation, Canelo Alvarez addressed the rumors with a brief but intriguing response. "I'm open to talk." While his forward message leaves room for interpretation, it has only fueled the excitement among boxing fans, suggesting that this mega fight might be closer to becoming a reality. When they face off in September, Shakur Stevenson believes Terence Crawford will defeat Canelo Alvarez and could make it a very easy fight. Stevenson, the World Boxing Council lightweight champion, claims that for years he's been saying that Crawford will defeat Canelo. DAZN's
rumors of Canelo and obviously your good friend, mentor, Terence Crawford. A lot of people a few years ago would have said that's crazy, but I think everybody, when they see the talent of Terence Crawford,
the World Boxing Association champion in the 155th lb light middleweight division, has promised to put on 14 lbs to compete in the highly anticipated bout, which would likely be the highest paying day of his career. Shakur Stevenson was sure in his response when asked if he believes Crawford will win that matchup. "I've been saying this for years now. I'm probably the first one that has been saying this even before Terence is saying this. I always thought that his Crawford style versus Canelo, I think he beats Canelo," said Shakur Stevenson to TalkSport Boxing. Shakur Stevenson makes it seem like Terence Crawford will stand toe-to-toe and trade blows with Canelo Alvarez in September. However, that scenario seems unlikely given Crawford's usual approach when facing powerful punchers.
Weight classes, he's a special fighter, pound for pound. I think many will say #1 in the world, alongside the likes of people like yourself and that great list that we've got at the minute. Is he the man to beat Canelo?
He typically relies on movement, utilizing his jab and leaping to land shots before quickly repositioning. Crawford doesn't stay stationary or engage in relentless attacks. His aggressive performance against Errol Spence was more of an exception, largely because Spence wasn't at his best following his car accident. It would be a little over a year.
Canelo.
Yes, honestly, if anybody could jump up in weight classes and do it, it's Terence Crawford. I don't know nobody who is mentally...
Crawford does compete in the weight class. It would probably be at a catchweight, potentially, around 163 or 164 lbs, against a middleweight moving up. Possible opponents could include Aaron McKenna, Liam Smith, Austin Williams, or Carone Davis, fighters who pose minimal threat to Crawford and are ranked lower in the middleweight division. Hall of Famer and ESPN boxing analyst Timothy Bradley Jr. favors Terence Crawford in a matchup with Saul Canelo Alvarez.